Alright, what's going on guys? Zephyr here, and today I'm going to show you the ranks that I did in my last video, but I'm just going to do strictly that just to try and not confuse you guys. So let me go ahead and get flipped around here. I'm going to show you the little layout that we're working with. So these are three different options that I have for us today that I'm just going to show you guys. We're going to start with just the simple one here, so let's actually go ahead and change it to this. So this I have set up for numbers, but one thing I want to make sure you guys know before I go any further, in the description there will be a download link for the resource pack that is needed to make it work for over on the side here to replace the normal scoreboard. So make sure to go download that and install it into your resource pack folder. Alright, and so let's get right into this one. So this first one, we're just going to look at this as a normal command where there's a lot less work than what's going on normally in the game. So let me actually going to get a command just to show you guys what a normal command looks like for this. So like the base part. So what the base part looks like is actually just going to be like this. So this is what you're going to want for the command, and everything that you're going to want to put inside of it is going to be inside these two brackets right here. So that's what you're going to want to need, or that's what you're going to want for this. It's going to be title raw at all title, and the title normally displays right in the middle of your screen right here, so it normally displays right there when you use it, but with the resource pack it's actually moved over here to the side of the screen to allow for custom scoreboards. So we're going to do that. So we're going to do title raw at all title, and then in curly brackets you're going to want to add the quotes with raw text, colon, and then normal brackets here. Like I said, inside the normal brackets where you're going to be putting everything. So for the normal numbers, like we got here, so here's the bracket here and it ends here, so you're going to want to put everything, like I said, inside of there. So what this is, so for this first part, you're going to look at the curly bracket, and this is what I have for the name here, for showing the actual like normal letters. You're going to want to do the normal curly brackets, and then you're going to want to add colons, or the quotes with text, then colon, and then inside more quotes you're going to add what you want to display. So like right now I have it displaying over here space, space, and then rank, colon, and then space. And what you're going to want to do is after that you're going to add the number part where it displays the numbers. You're going to want to do comma, and then inside your curly brackets here you're going to want to do quotes, score, and then colon, and then you're going to add more curly brackets inside of here with quotes, name, inside of quotes, and then you're going to do colon, quotes, and make sure to put a star here, not a multiplication sign, but you want to put a star, and then a comma. Sorry that it's all bold. I'll remove that just so it's not so deceiving. So for here you're going to want to do your quotes with objective, colon, and then inside your quotes you're going to put the name of your objective, which for your scoreboard. So like my scoreboard objective, let's do that, is ranks right here. So this is my actual name of my scoreboard, ranks. I'm going to put that inside these two quotes right here, and then comma, and then I just have over here I have a couple more spaces to space it out, because if I don't have that here, like I'll delete one of the spaces, you notice it gets a little bit shorter there, and if I add some more it gets longer, but I have two there because I have two at the beginning to make it match. Otherwise the number is like right up against the edge here. So that's how I have that laid out. And then if you don't want to download the resource pack, you can also just do it like normal, but instead of like I got here, I have a title raw at all title. Without the resource pack, you're probably going to want to do title raw at all action bar, and that'll just actually show up down here above your hotbar instead of over here, because if you do title without the resource pack, it's going to show up in big bold letters right on the middle of your screen. It's going to make the game a little bit harder to do, and it looks a little weird with the resource pack on for this, but that's just kind of how it is. Without the resource pack it looks just fine. There's no like lag in between, and I actually added a tick delay because if I don't have a tick delay on this, it just kind of glitches out because it's going a little fast. So that's what you can do. But with, like I said, with the resource pack, it's gonna jump around like that. And for my last one, I'm gonna show you guys is how I actually have it where it displays letters. Like here, if I go ahead and add some ranks to me, it's actually going up in the letters, and this is gonna go all the way from A to Z, and then it'll stop. And then I can go all the way back down. I'll just wait for it to get back to A here. And there we go. And what I just have here is I'm adding, which I'll show you here in the system too, is it's just adding 1 to me for the ranks as long as I'm within 0 to 24, and then removing 1 rank from me from the scoreboard ranks as long as I'm between 1 and 25, because I do have 26 command blocks here for all the letters. Just for example, you don't need to have all these. Depends on how many ranks you're going to have. But for this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do title raw at all, and then you're going to want to do scores, and then equals, and then in curly brackets you're going to want to do the name of your objectives, like mine was ranks, and then equal, and then 0. So everybody who has a score of 0 will, in the title, will display rank A. So this part you don't actually need to add the objective scores. This is literally adding it for people who specifically have 0. It's going to strictly say rank A instead of over here where it's doing all the extra stuff between here and here to add the number and then the spaces. And what you're going to want to do is like, so here's rank 0. It's going to display A. You're just going to want to go down the line. So you're going to copy it, and then it's going to be ranks equal to 1, and then it's going to do B, and then 2 is equal to C, and then 3D, and it goes all the way down. And as I go, I think every 6 letters I have it changing colors, and then the last 2 I just have in blue instead of just trying to make it all even. If you want to make it a little bit easier for your brain to work, if you're getting confused, because normally you count for letters if you're doing for like ranks for prisons or whatever you're making. If it confuses you that 0 is A when we normally start as the first letter in the alphabet is A, so 1A, 2B. If you get a little confused there, what you can always do is you can always do scoreboard players set at all, and then you want to do scores equals, and then bracket, and then the name of your scoreboard equal to 0. You could always do that. Set their rank for at all with the scores of 0. Set it for ranks to 1. So then like normally, because because 0 is A, if I activate this, you'll see it'll actually set me to B, because if I try to set me back to 0, it's always going to set me back to, I forgot the ranks, 0. You can kind of see it there. It's always setting me back to 0 or back to 1 because I was at 0. So if it makes it easier for you for your counting, for your system, instead of doing 0A, 1B, 2C, it's easier for you to do 1A, 2B, 3C, and so on. You can always do that too. And don't forget to add for your scoreboard players, add, not operation, add at all, and then we're going to do ranks 0. That way, whenever someone joins the server, they will automatically be added to the scoreboard. Don't forget that part, otherwise it won't show up for them because they won't be part of the scoreboard. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments or join my Discord, which will be in the description. Like and subscribe. And yeah, this is Zephyr, and peace out.